Hello and welcome everybody, it is Bluecoaster455 brings you to a new video on my channel. This video is going to be a basic setup, how to set up OBS. And so for now, let's get started. First of all, you want to download OBS Studio. All you gotta do is go to Google Chrome or Firefox, any browser, your favorite browser, and type in Google OBS. Type in OBS, and then the first link should be obsproject.com. Click on that, and then hit the green shiny button here that says download OBS Studio. So you want to click that, and then select your Windows or Mac or Linux. Choose the right one, depending on your OS, your operating system. So in this case, we are on Windows 10, so we want to choose Windows 7 Plus. And then install it into your, download it into your computer, wherever you want, and then run it, install it, and now you should have this. This is OBS Studio. There's also OBS Classic, but it's getting old, so now we are at OBS Studio, and it's much better. I think it's much better. Alright, so first thing first, we want to do something that we don't have to do in OBS Classic, but we have to do it here. For some people it does. It's a bug or something like that, but yeah. So what you want to do, as I did here, just click on the gear right there. It's mixer here. It says mixer, and there's the gear. Just click on the gear, and then you will be you will see this pop up right there. All you gotta do is take the first two ones here. You have the microphone auxiliary, and you have the desktop audio right there. Okay, so what you want to do, okay, by default you have 1 2 3 4 ticked and 1 2 3 4 ticked, but some programs do not read certain tracks. They only read the first tracks. So what you want to do is just untick all 2 3 4 and 2 3 4 for both of them. You want to untick them and just keep the first ones here ticked. That's it. If you have off sync here, you can set the off sync, so like in milliseconds. So 1000 is 1 second off sync for this particular, like this is microphone, so you want to off sync it, then you can. And then this is the balance. Mono, you want a mono, don't mono please, and the volume. So yeah, so that's it. That's for the fix here. For some people it did some trouble, but that's how to fix it. Now we're gonna set up a Minecraft recording setup. So all you gotta do, if you don't have a scene right there, all you have to do is right click on the black screen here, anywhere here, and then you click add and name your scene, my scene, and click OK. You should have your scene. So now within that scene you have the sources. If you have multiple scenes, okay, you select your scene, you should have different sources for every scenes. So let's say I want to add Minecraft here, get it, and then we want a game capture. We want a game capture because Minecraft is a game. So select that, click it, and then you name your source. So we want to name it Minecraft, and then click OK, and then you have the properties of this particular source. Now what we want to do for it to work, we want a capture specific window. We want to specify the window to capture. If you have a full screen application, if you want to play Minecraft on full screen, you can select that, but I prefer to do a window with the Minecraft gameplay. So I do window the I'm not really a full screen guy, so capture a specific window in this case. And then we want to select which window we want to capture, and this one will be a Java w.exe because Minecraft runs on Java, so you want to select this one. If you're recording, let's say you want to record a the Windows 10 edition, you will have to change that to something else. So now select Minecraft 1.10.2, and then you should have Minecraft right there, but we're not finished. We want to keep this here, keep that one here, but for scaling, we want to force scale to the maximum right there. Okay, so you want to force scale to the maximum so we get as much quality as possible. If you're playing full screen, well, kind of full screen. If you're not playing full screen, just select that. It should be fine. If you feel like it's not right, then just select this one, which is more likely a standard. But we're gonna go with that. Why not? So allow transparency. Don't tick that because there's no transparency in a game really. Limit capture frame rate. No, we don't want to limit capture cursor. If you want your cursor to appear like here you see on Minecraft here, my cursor is shown. So if you want to remove the cursor, you have to untick capture cursor. And there you go. Now I cannot, like, you cannot see my mouse now. See, my mouse is not shown now. So this is for capture cursor. Use anti-cheat compatibly. Just leave everything else default. It should work. So now you can stretch it up. So this is the source, okay? This is the source. You can off-screen it, you can move it, just drag it, you can resize it. Here we can resize to full screen. So this is the full screen. On YouTube, you can stretch it like randomly. If you hold shift, and then you drag it like that on the corner. On side here you can move it, and then if you don't shift, it should regain its original size. And you can also crop it by holding alt. By holding alt you can crop it. You can do weird stuff, and then you can you know, resize from that here like that. You can again make it very weird. And then if you want to this is ridiculous. So if you want to make it regain it all its all the source here, just hold alt and go all the way. So that's that's some quick things here. Yeah. So what you want to do, if you want a basic Minecraft setup, just put it like it should. Magnet, or it should like snap right there in the corner easily, and then just stretch it up by holding the left button of the mouse and the circle here, the red circle, and then just resize it till it snaps. So that's for a Minecraft game here. The Minecraft is now out there and you can play it, you know, you can do whatever you want with that. This is, you can put any games. It doesn't have to be Minecraft only, but since I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, then why not? So this is for the source. Now we're gonna go into the settings here. By the way, you can put a whole bunch of stuff here. You can put text. You can put a webcam by doing video capture device. You can put a video. You can put an image here. You can put your monitor by going to display capture. Browser source is if you want to allow it's kind of like browsing into internet. Like OBS has its own internet interface, but it's just read only. You cannot click anything, and this is gonna be a good tutorial for Streamlabs. because if you want me to show you how to set up Streamlabs and put it on OBS, then yeah, you can comment below and tell me if you want to. But for now, let's go to settings now. So all you have to do, go file, settings, and you should be here, right there. So we got a bunch of settings to serve here. This is everything that is here right now is defaulted. So I can just show you how to set up all that. So we have the language, just select your preferable language. This is general, this is mainly for the interface. Dark theme or the default white theme. I like dark, so I just choose dark. And then we have the all that. You don't really need to change anything there. It's up to you. It doesn't affect the video and stuff or the live stream. Now we got stream. If you're recording, if it's only recording, you can you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to do anything there if you're only recording. If you're live streaming, then you want to select your service. I do Twitch. I do restream.io here. You can do YouTube, you can do Twitch, you can do all these ones. If you want to show more, you have like a whole bunch more. You can, but these are the main ones that most people choose. And then you select the server that you want to go. If you are on Twitch, you have these servers. You mainly choose your closest server, like you choose the closest and you pick that up, but sometimes like the servers are overloaded or something and they just don't perform as much as they should do. So if you're on YouTube, just keep it default here. In the stream key, you have to go to the dashboard, the live stream dashboard, and you should go to the bottom of the screen and you should see this. And all you have to do is show the key, and then after that you copy and you paste right inside this box. So that's for the stream key. For YouTube, Twitch, I'm not too sure right now, but if you want me to anyway. So output, we have this is all default. We're going to go simple. Okay, there's advanced, but we're gonna go simple because this is the basic setup and this is just enough. So what you want to do here, the bitrate, if you're recording locally, I suggest that you do 5,000, around 5,000, because if you go too low, let's say 1,000 or 500, you cannot do high quality with these numbers. 5,000, I find it pretty stable for 720p, 60 fps. So 5,000 is just enough. You can go 10,000 like that. You can go up to your hard drive speed limit, but I suggest you don't do too much. So let's say we are recording, we want to record, then we're gonna do 5,000. You can go lower. It affects your quality if you go too low, and yeah. So, and then we got the encoder here, software X264. This is a CPU. It uses the CPU rather than the GPU, and there's the hardware and NVENC. This option right there, the hardware NVENC, is only available if you have a GeForce, an NVIDIA GeForce graphics card, I assume, because it needs NVENC. The encoder. This is an encoder, and it needs this encoder to work. If you don't have that, then just choose that one, X264. Then we have the audio bitrate. If you're recording, I suggest you put it the highest, although it's there's not much difference between like 192 or 256. There's not much difference, but if you want to put the highest, then it's up to you. If you have like a really good microphone, you want to put it at its top, like its top quality, 320 should be good. And then this one, you don't need that. I mean, yeah, you do you do need that. But the enable advanced here, and for streaming service bitrate, we are only recording, so this does not matter. If you want to live stream, then you want to put that, so you don't exceed the service's limit. But we don't need that because it's recording. So this one, encoder preset, you want to put it very fast. By default, it's a very fast. And just to explain what this does, okay? The lower you are, the better quality it is, but the more demanding it is for your CPU. So if you have a very slow CPU, just go higher. If you have average CPU, very fast should do the job. If you can handle faster or fast, you can do that. Medium is the limit for today. I mean, there's not much CPUs that can handle slow or slower without having a encoding issue. It's like overloaded and stuff like that. So I would suggest keep it at very fast. And if it doesn't, like if it's too demanding for your CPU, just go higher, but the higher you go, the less quality you get. So bitrate and encoder preset does matter for that fact. So very fast, let's say, custom encoder settings, you don't need to worry about that, but if you want, there's an extra option. It's called CRF. I think it's called CRF equals 20. If you do something like that, it will like bring the encoding, like the video file will be smaller, but you lose quality by doing that. So you just compress more, and if you do like 0, then that means lossless, then you will get a huge file. So that's it for this section here. So this is what I want. These are basically kind of my settings, but I use a hardware. For our hardware, if you have a GTX, I believe, an NVIDIA card, pretty recent ones. I got a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 750 Ti, and it supports NVENC. So if you go to NVENC, you have the option here to there's different presets here. You can go anything here, but I preferably use low latency, high performance. This is the one I choose to encode with, but for the sake of the tutorial, let's just keep it to software. So recording, you have here the recording path, the recording quality, all that stuff. Okay, this is where your file will be saved when you record. So you just put that here, like on the desktop, so it will appear there when you finish. And yeah, then you have the recording quality. Same as stream, you can go higher. If you go higher, you get better quality, but a bigger file size. So if you're streaming, you want to record at the same time, I suggest you just use same as stream. If you're doing like, I don't know, you want to get better quality, you could go to this one. Large file size, like this one is a bit ridiculous, and just lossless here. Lossless is just too much. So I would suggest same as stream or high quality. High quality is pretty good. And then if you select high quality, if it's not the same as stream, you can decide how do you convert that, like you want to use that, or you can select your encoder for that one specifically, and but you can do same as string. In recording format, do MP4. Do not do any of other of those, okay? I don't know. All I know, okay, FLV, MP4, MOV. The rest I don't really know what they are. But MP4 is more likely to be universal, so I choose MP4. So that's pretty much it for the output. Now we move on to audio. We have the sample rate. If your microphone does support 48 kilohertz, you can select that. Otherwise, just keep it at 44.1. Then you have the desktop audio. Just choose your speakers, or in this case I have voice meter, but for the sake of tutorial, choose speakers. And then we have microphone. Microphone, you can go to your microphone. I got a blue snowball here. You can choose that. Again, voice meter, you can do that. But yeah, blue snowball. That's it. Video. Now, this is like, this also affects your CPU. If you use that, you have by default. This is 1600 by 900. You want to change that to 1920 by 1080. Because it's more like it's 1080p. Why don't you want 1080p? But there you can downscale it, and that's what the CPU is gonna process. It won't process 1080p if you downscale it to 720p. So if you want to downscale to 720p, you just drop down. By default, it should be there, but there you go. Just like that, it will downscale it. If you don't want to downscale it, just bring back up to 1080p, and it should not downscale it. But if you want to downscale it, that's it. By the way, if you're not downscaling, you can skip this one because it won't. You won't pick that up. So downscale it, and then IQ big is pretty good. I don't notice any like difference. Not much difference. Downscale it, like it. This one can seem a little bit blurry, but not too much. And you can use that one, but it's like overkilled. You can use that one. I find that a IQ big is just enough. And then the frame rate, you can go with 60 or 30. For YouTube, 60 is the maximum. 30 is bunch of people use 30. You can use 30 and 60. Again, if your CPU does not support it, if your CPU is too low end, it's not strong enough, then you can go to 30 FPS and it should work. Let's go with 60 because why not? Hotkeys, you can set up hotkeys. A bunch of hotkeys you can do here. I don't use that, so if you want to use that, just click in the space, a black space, and just press a key. Or you can do combos. You can I don't know, a bunch of combos, but pretty much and you can clear it, you know, if you don't want that. So you can set hotkeys, so you don't have to press buttons at the side here or anything. Like you want to change your scene here without clicking on the interface, just set up hotkeys. And advanced, I personally don't touch that. You don't need to touch anything there. It is completely worthless to touch that. But if you want just the recording, that just change that, but that's it. Priority if you want to go high, but I don't suggest it. It's just an option depending on your CPU. Once again, you want to go high if you If you have kind of like a, I don't know, a bad, if normal doesn't work, do high, but it's up to you. But I like to keep it normal so I don't like freeze my system. So that's the danger about high. Okay, so that's it for settings. Now we're gonna click apply. Okay, apply and okay. Don't click cancel. You just you just messed up if you cancel. And that's it. Now you should see like your Minecraft is not filling. It's not into. It's not filling the screen. So you just want to straighten it up. Like that's it for this basic setup. All you have to do is just start recording, and it will record. It should record your voice and your Minecraft, your desktop sounds. Normally, if it's not, please tell me in the comments. I will try to make another video about this fix or something because I like doing these things. Yeah, and if you want, again, if you want to, if you want me to do a tutorial about setting up Streamlabs, then tell me in the comments below. Like this video, and until next time, I will see you in the next video. Yeah.